Devin and Bill Haney confirmed that they're going to be fighting Ryan Garcia, and I feel like I'm still going to watch it, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not the same fight that we thought it would be because ultimately, Rolly pulled off the big upset, right? We didn't expect Rolly to get it done the way he did. And, I expected it to be a closer fight than people had anticipated. I thought a lot of people were really sleeping on Rolly, but I knew both guys are kind of crazy. Both Rolly and Ryan, they're defensively irresponsible. They're kind of, like I said, they're cuckoo. They're crazy guys. They're crazy individuals. So you don't know what you're going to get in the ring. They're chaotic, sporadic individuals. So on fight night, I knew it would kind of be a circus. And honestly, it wasn't even, exciting enough to be called the circus. Ryan did get dropped. That was shocking. Of course, we didn't expect that. I jumped out of my seat and, was very shocked that Ryan got dropped, especially that early in the second round. But a lot of people are talking about how Ryan always gets dropped in the second round, got dropped against Luke Campbell, against Tank, and everything like that. But still, I think Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is the fight that is still the most, highly anticipated. All the animosity going into that rematch is going to be, so great for the promotion of boxing because, at the end of the day, both guys had poor performances. Even though Devin Haney won and Ryan didn't, Devin was still very shaky. And against Ryan Garcia, a guy that's still more talented than, Devin Haney, in my opinion, still has that left hook that could really hurt Devin. With the Austrian coming into play, it's still going to be, a really interesting and intriguing fight for the fans because let's really see if it was the Austrian. Let's really see if Ryan Garcia took PEDs because, I know we're all saying, Rolly was able to beat Ryan, so Ryan must have been on PEDs. But that's not why I think Ryan was on PEDs because a lot of people didn't see Ryan as much as I saw him fight week. I saw him both times for the Haney fight and for this fight with Rolly. He looked significantly smaller, so that made me think, oh, but he's at 47. Why does he look significantly smaller? And I know he took it seriously and probably ate better, but still it was really different. It was a completely different person. His personality was different. But hey, he's a troll kind of guy, but still it was weird. It was almost like he really was completely different. But in terms of Devin Haney, Devin Haney shouldn't be thinking, oh, Ryan was on PEDs definitely because look at how he looked against Rolly. You don't have Rolly's power and you're not willing to do what Rolly did. Judging from that Jose Ramirez fight, you just wanted to test yourself and make sure you'll be able to move around a lot and get around that ring to evade an offensive opponent, which I get. That should be your game plan. That's what you're good at. But, you're going to have to win rounds too. You're going to have to be a little bit offensive. And against Ryan Garcia, will he be able to, dodge that left hook still? Ryan's not going to give Devin the same respect in a rematch, that he gave Rolly. Rolly hits hard, Devin doesn't. So Devin even cracked Ryan in their first fight, but Ryan still didn't respect it, still went to him. He got cracked by Rolly because Rolly was really throwing hard. Tank said Rolly's the hardest hitter, and judging from Ryan Garcia's reaction and performance, I believe it because he didn't even want to throw a punch again after getting dropped by Rolly because Rolly hits that hard. Against Devin, even when Ryan took Devin's cleanest shot, he was still let's go. So that tells me that, it's still going to be an interesting fight, the rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, because Devin doesn't have the power that Rolly has. So is he going to be able to get the respect? I already know that Devin's going to be circling away from that left hook and honestly running for his life and getting, his jab, working in between to try to win rounds, but I don't give him the automatic win. I don't say that, because Ryan Garcia took PEDs the first time and look at how he looked against Rolly, that means that he's going to lose to Devin because he doesn't have the PEDs anymore. I don't look at it like that. It's about styles, and Rolly hits hard. He's a fighter. He's awkward, and made it difficult for Ryan to land that left hook early and gain confidence. He took his confidence away right away. So it was to see Devin Haney clapping, I get, you're trying to promote the fight, but at the end of the day, you didn't show us anything that would indicate that you're going to be, better against Ryan Garcia. You beat Jose Ramirez, but Jose's not Ryan still. And I think in a rematch, even though Ryan might not mentally be there, he doesn't have the same respect for Devin's power as he respected Rolly's power. Rolly's power was legit because Rolly hits hard. Like I said, Devin doesn't hit as hard as Rolly, but he's probably a better boxer than Rolly. But in an actual fight, if Ryan Garcia turns it into a fight in the rematch, like it's still gonna be the same story. Like, will Devin be able to evade that left hook? If not, we might see Devin Haney get hurt in the rematch, but we'll see what happens. Apparently the rematch is going on, so I'm excited to see it. Not as excited, but of course I'm still gonna watch that fight. So much animosity, so much bad blood. I gotta, catch that one. That's must-see TV, and I'll definitely be buying that pay-per-view. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, Devin versus Ryan in a rematch. I still kind of favor Ryan right now, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Nabs Boxing video. Peace!